If you want to go sleep with somebody else, do it because you want to. Don't do it because you
No, but we're in this together.
Because as a man, I can see something in every single woman that will be attractive. That's just how a man's mind thinks. But as a woman,
I should have seen something in a man that is attractive.
I'm pretty sure you are. You're not understanding.
No, I understand. You're supposed to have the feelings and go out there and do what pleases you. And you have your little fun and your pleasure. And I should turn my feelings off only for you.
A raggedy man who has cheated on you, whether that's once or several times, his biggest fear is that you're going to do the same thing to him that he did to you. That's why he's on you. That's why he's the one who cheated, but he wants to check your phone. That's why he wants to go through your social media. That's why he's paranoid. She gonna get her get back. Cam has the nerve to say, I'm a man, so I can find something beautiful in every woman. As if because you're with a man, all of a sudden somebody's poked your doggone eyes out. Just because she's with you doesn't mean that all of a sudden she's blind. But they want you to believe that no, because for us, it's just a physical thing. It meant nothing. But for you, there were feelings involved. And you're way worse. That man can sleep with the entire block. But if you give one man your phone number, he's going to act like, man, you done broke my heart. You're horrible. Double standard of rules for thee, but not for me. A cheating man is always the most paranoid because they know you have every reason to do the same thing to them, but it's only your love for them that stops you, and it didn't stop him.
It's so funny how men will consider themselves to be leaders, and then they will cheat first, and you take their lead and you cheat back, and then all of a sudden you're supposed to take the high road. I have to make this video over again because I think I said the F word too many times, so they're suppressing the video. But to see Cam Newton get so disappointed by the fact that Spice said that, hey, if you cheat on me, I'm going to cheat back is hilarious because men really have been sold this fantasy of morality when it comes to women. And based off of how violent men get and based off of how women have to protect the egos of men to protect ourselves, we have to gatekeep our sexual desires for other people. Unlike men, you could be out at a restaurant with your husband or with your partner and he will have no problem looking at a woman. And then when you call him out on that, he will say things like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm a man. Women also have sexual desires and women also do have urges to want to sleep with other people outside of the person that they are partnered up with. The consequences are much harsher for a woman to go cheat, for a woman to state that she is attracted to somebody else, to state that she would want to have sexual relations with somebody else outside of who it is that she is partnered with. This is why usually women are going to wait until men take the opportunity. That way they can fall back on that as reasoning as to why they decided to cheat. There are a lot of women out there, they're waiting for the man to make a move to go sleep with somebody else. That way she can exercise her opportunity to go do the same. Women are attracted to other men. Women do have urges and women do have desires to go sleep with other men that are not their husband and that are not their partner. The risk is a lot higher for women in order for women to do that, which kind of slows women down in deciding to do that. But do not be fooled. Women are out here looking at other women. They're looking at the men that you were friends with. They're looking at the men that are in your family. And make no mistake, women are keeping a little mental note in the back of their mind of thinking, damn, he's attractive. Like, damn, I would love to have a good time with that. And even this whole framing of quote unquote revenge and men saying that, oh, well, you don't think it's a flex like you think it is. Well, if it wasn't a flex, then you wouldn't care. If it wasn't a flex, then you wouldn't have to feel like women should take the moral high road and then not cheat back. Clearly it is a flex. Clearly you do take it personally because why are you trying to convince the woman that it's not moral, yet you're the person that also did it as well? Men have this idea of leadership of do as I say, not as I do. They don't want women to do the same thing it is that they're doing because they know that it's hurtful. They know that it is negatively impactful to the woman. So they don't want you to do those things because they don't want to feel the brunt of the actions if you were to do the same exact thing. Men and women both live in like this fantasy of delusion of how, the system has packaged gender and sexuality and the performance of masculinity and femininity. They have really had people live in this thing of like delusion where they just believe that women are going to be so pure and women only have eyes for their partner. No, okay, we're just either number one lying or we're just hiding it from you because most men cannot handle that honesty. Most men cannot handle the truth of knowing that the woman that they are with, the woman that they are married to, does have sexual desires for other people. And guess what? If you decide that you're going to make the first move to want to exercise your options, she's going to do the same thing.
I do for do. I do for do.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Follow the leader, follow the leader. It's Caribbean Heritage Week. There's a popular song like that. Follow the leader. You're the leader. Follow whatever you do.
I thought I was about to watch another celebrity interview, but what I got was a conversation that exposed why relationships, confidence, and double standards still divide so many people. Spice didn't just answer Cam Newton's questions. She challenged the way a lot of people think. Whether you agreed with her or not, she definitely got people talking. 3 moments stood out to me. First, the debate about dating standards and whether men and women are judged differently. Second, the confidence Spice showed by refusing to shrink herself or her culture. And third, the honest conversation about cheating, hurting, and how pain can change the way people move in relationships. By the end of this video, I want to know if your opinion changed, because mine definitely did. Let's get into it.
Have you ever cheated on a man?
I have, because he cheated on me, and I said yes.
That's not a good enough reason for me.
Really? What?
Because you're reacting to what he did. If he would not have ever cheated on you, would you have wanted to go cheat on him?
No.
Okay.
I would have been loyal and faithful to him, but he doesn't deserve my loyalty. The moment he steps out of the relationship, he no longer deserves my loyalty, and I no longer want him, because that's a deal breaker for me. So once you cheat on me, then I need to go find somebody else. But see, that's why a man like you wouldn't date, a woman like me would have fuck for fuck. Rabbit for rabbit. Right through. To a rabbit, right through. You a fuck and me a fuck right through.
No. But this is what I'll tell you though. Don't let it be because of me. Why you?
We're in this together, baby. No. Why should I change the narrative?
If you want to go sleep with somebody else, do it because you want to. Don't do it because you don't.
No, but we're in this together.
Let's talk real quick. Cam and Spice, love the interview, but god dang, like for real, Cam, for real. And I love me some Spice, honey. She was awesome in that. Do you hear me? When I tell you, a man gets so mad when a woman cheat back, but expect that woman to just sit there and forgive him. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I ain't mean to do it. I ain't gonna do it no more. Meanwhile, he go in the bathroom for a whole hour. He still texting that bitch after he just cried a million cries to you. Hell yeah, a woman can cheat back. Hell, we probably already broke up with your ass. And you up there still trying to call us saying, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, you at the other bitch house. Boy, please. Please. Ain't nobody trying to be hurt. Ain't nobody want to be that.
I'm trying to change day by day. Every day is a challenge.
You said trying.
Yes, ma'am. But
So you haven't changed fully.
I am changing. I don't think
I am changing your words. You're trying, and then I am.
Are you going to hold on to every single word that I say?
Yeah, because I'm listening. I'm listening attentively.
I have
Because I'm in my learning process.
I have changed from the person I used to be.
Before.
Yes.
But to this day, you're still not there yet. You're still trying.
Every day is a challenge.
I say, sister girl Spice, come here. I say, your angle, Cam Newton, your angle him. Your angle him, why me tell you, Spice, me love how you angle him, man. Me say you angle him, I can't talk about say, man this and man that, and man have feeling, man this. Spice say, yeah? Well, boom. I saw him go around the corner, so Spice go around the corner with him, yo. Yo, Spice, pick up myself. Yeah, we need to start a movement. Make him and them know, say we're not playing no more. Playing games over.
The first thing that caught my attention wasn't even about dating multiple people. It was the conversation it started. Spice challenged the idea that certain behaviors are accepted when men do them, but criticized when women do the same exact thing. Whether you agreed with Spice or disagreed with Spice, she forced people to examine the standards we place on men versus women. And that's why this moment went viral. It wasn't just about Spice. It was about what people believe. But honestly, that wasn't the moment that impressed me the most.
Cam Newton talking to Spice is what every man needs to see. Because Cam Newton trying to take a high moral route, okay, in the woman's response to a man's immoral cheating is crazy to me. And I am right there with Spice. He was like, have you ever cheated on a man? She was like, yes, because he cheated on me. And he was like, no, that's not a good enough reason. Because if he had not cheated, would you have wanted to cheat on him? Well, no, I would have been loyal. But why is it that men believe that they can cheat on a woman and the woman has to take the high road? Who told y'all that? Who told y'all that? That is crazy. It's crazy. Especially when the golden rule, the golden rule, do unto others how you would like others to do unto you. AKA, you do to me what you would like me to do to you. So if you cheat on me, that means I know you finna love the way I'm finna cheat on you. Oh, baby, I'm talking about good chaos. All right? I'ma beat you. I'ma beat you. All right? So you cheat on me, I'm telling you right now, I'ma out-cheat you. I'ma out-cheat you. And the fact that he was sitting there dumbfounded is comedy to me. It's comedy to me. Because it's like, no, you shouldn't do that because he did that to you. Why should I not? It's the golden rule. That's scripture, babes. That's scripture. Yeah. You bite me, I'm gonna bite you back. It is called Hammurabi's Code of Ethics, okay? An eye for an eye. You poke my eye, I'ma punch yours.
Okay, so I finally checked it out. Cam Newton is the prime example of how these niggas sound, trying to justify their behaviors from the smallest to the largest scale. I just watched the part where he asked Spice, you know, have you ever cheated on a guy? And she was like, yeah, after he cheated on me. Then the conversation proceeds on. And she said, we gonna fuck for fuck. She said, we gonna fuck for fuck, rabbit for rabbit. And I laughed at that part because it's so funny how men are trying to justify their bad behavior, and then when they flip it around on a woman, like when a woman's like, oh, that's what we doing? let me help you out with that, right? Now it's wrong. Now that's not how it's supposed to happen. Oh, now you have to have morality, and it just doesn't fucking make sense. When Spice said we gonna fuck for fuck, it made me laugh.
And y'all, what cracks me up about Cam Newton, y'all, this makes me laugh so much. Every time Cam Newton interviews a female, it's like he be thinking he gonna sit there and spit some of like the realest quotes that he came up with his brain. Like he think he like so intelligent. Like he really think he can pull the wool over people's eyes. And it's like every single woman that has been on Cam Newton podcast has ate him up. They ate him up. It's like, Cam, please give it up. You don't sound good to nobody but yourself.
What really stood out to me was the confidence Spice carried throughout the interview. She never apologized for who she was. She embraced her Jamaican culture, spoke her truth, and answered every question without trying to make herself more acceptable, especially not for no Cam Newton child. In a world where so many people change themselves to fit in, that level of authenticity is rare. Whether you agree with everything she said or not, confidence like that commands attention. But then the interview took another turn.
I feel like it's more difficult for a dark-skinned black woman. And I say dark skin because you have black women who are not dark skinned. So I just feel like it's more difficult. Even the guys with music videos, they'll put a lighter skinned girl or choose a Eurocentric looking girl to put in their videos over a darker skinned girl. So I feel like, you know, I'm very open when it comes on to colorism. I think it's very obvious that we still have colorism.
How do we navigate through that?
I think when our black men start treating our dark-skinned black women like the prize that they are, that can change as well. But you notice our black men, they like to date a different...
I'll let you finish drinking.
You come for me today, I'm here come out. I'm here come out.
Because...
I'm here come out.
Because, let me tell you something. Last time I had this conversation...
What?
With a black woman, talking about black men choosing black women, that black woman wasn't even with a black man.
But see, it goes both ways. There's a reason why maybe she's not with the black man because of how the black man treats us.
Oh, my goodness.
I the truth.
But
you see, if you're going to go there with me, you have to take a deep breath and think about it because you know me. I'm going to tell you the truth. But I'm going to bring it all the way.
But did you not give more grace to the woman more so than to the man? Because the man could say maybe his experience with black women has not been the same with dating a separate colored woman.
Well, a man would have to tell me, it's straight up, okay, we feel like this. So do you want to elaborate a little bit more so I can see exactly where you're coming from?
No, I asked you, or I made the statement, the last time I had this conversation with a black woman challenging black men to choose black women, that black woman was not with a black man. And you said maybe.
Because the black men treat us differently.
Correct. Well, the black man could say the same thing with his experience with said black woman. And I'm not speaking, I'm speaking from what I've experienced from others. You see what I'm saying?
Have you ever dated a black woman?
I'm with a black woman.
Okay. And is your experience, well, obviously, if you're with a black woman, that's not your experience. No. So that means that it is possible to date black women.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying, I'm speaking from my peer group. I'm speaking to the people who I come in contact with, and they've chosen
the
other races. And when you have those
Well, for me, speaking for my peers, I personally feel like they choose other races because a lot of times our black men will treat the other races better than they would treat us. And they would act like, oh, they're the prize because of their complexion or their color of the skin or their look, their Eurocentric look. So even in Jamaica, it was a thing where they call it browning. If you get a brown girl, it's like, oh, guess what? I get a browning. But if you get a dark girl, a dark-skinned girl, it's like, I have a girlfriend. So it's been a thing where, I don't know, men just feel like they have a bigger prize with a lighter skinned woman. And it doesn't matter what the race is. That's just my experience. I don't know. That's just my experience when it comes down to my friends group. That's what I think.
And we can talk about this all day.
Yeah, because people are going to have mixed reviews, mixed reactions, and everybody's going to be entitled to their opinion. But I've just seen it, even with artists and music videos. They want the lighter skinned girl to the front, or,
I just have acknowledged that when a black man choose another race, he's a sellout. If a black woman choose another race, you go, girl. You do what
they call women sellout too.
You do what's best for you. And it's almost as if you assume that a black man did it. When you look at individuals who have enormous platforms, whether athletes, whether entertainers, whether artists, and you uncover, hey, she's not with a black man. She's more likely to get more grace than an athlete, than an entertainer, or a musical artist that has chose a black man who's an artist, athlete, or entertainer, and he has chose somebody outside of his race. That's all I'm saying. It's not. It's not. It's not comparable.
A woman is a sellout as well when she dates another race. So I don't know. It is a big topic.
Yeah.
I want to point something out about the Cam Newton and Spice interview that I keep seeing get overlooked. Granted, men don't understand the cheat back situation, and they shouldn't. Honestly, we don't care that they understand it or not, because honestly, if you set the tone and I reciprocate that energy or that behavior, it's none of your business as to why I did it, because it's none of my business as to why you did it first. Neither here nor there. He was trying to dig at Spice. He don't think Spice is pretty or to his standard of beauty. So he felt like, what gives you the audacity to cheat back? What gives you the gall to cheat back? How do you have these options? That was the dig at Spice.
The conversation about cheating was probably the deepest part of the interview. Spice admitted that some of her choices came after experiencing betrayal herself. That shifted the conversation from gossip to something much more personal. It raised the question that so many people can relate to. Does pain make us react in ways we normally wouldn't? Sometimes we don't just respond to what happened. We respond to how deeply it hurt. And that's why this part of the interview resonated with so many viewers.
I'm sitting there watching that Spice and Cam Newton interview, and I normally don't watch Cam Newton shit because I just don't find him to be a good interviewer. I just feel like he's just too ingrained in his own ideologies to understand other people's ideologies. But that's just my personal opinion. Anywho, had to watch it because my girl Spice was on there. Anything that has to do with my Caribbean people, my God, got to watch, got to tune in, my God. Hey. Anywho, so I was there for Spice. And I got some thoughts. Let's get into them. Okay, so there are three things that really stood out to me, and I'm just gonna go ahead right into them and get to it. Number one, okay, they were talking about cheating. I perk up when people start talking about cheating. I don't know what it is. I get curious as to what be going on in people's mind when they decide to do this shit. Anywho, so he was like, well, have you ever cheated on a man? And she was like, yeah, I have, because the guy cheated on me. And he was like, wait, what? That don't make no sense. Like, so you've never just cheated just to cheat. You've only ever cheated, basically what they were saying, you've only ever cheated when it came to the guy messing around. She was like, yeah, I'm a loyal person. If he does not give me reason to go out there and do any nonsense because he's doing what he's supposed to do, then I don't have no reason to go out there and do the nonsense right back to him. Sis said, I do for do. Hey! Somebody, and it's crazy, right? It's crazy that she, a Jamaican, say this because I was talking to somebody, they were Jamaican, and I was talking about my ex, definitely ex. And I was like, yeah, this person done cheated, blah, blah, blah. She said, baby, and you, and again, this woman was Jamaican who said this to me. She said, are you Fanachi? What? She's like, girl, you crazy. She said, you do, I do. I said, damn. And if the fact that Spice said, I do for do, and Sis's whole life Jamaican, I said, listen, Jamaican women don't play around, honey. I'm here for it, okay? I am here for it. Don't do shit if you don't want the shit done back to you. I can't do that. For me, I'm gonna just go ahead and slide on out because I don't want to be with nobody that I gotta do that to. But for other people, they don't give a fuck. And clearly Miss Spice said, baby, I do for do. Number 2. Okay. So she was talking about how identity. And the crazy part is that when she said this, I was like, damn, that is crazy. Like I was talking to my therapist about being a Afro-Caribbean American descendant, right? Like my mother is Caribbean, my dad is American, I was born in America, whatever, right? And I was telling her, I was like, it's interesting, right? I was born in America, but my upbringing definitely was Caribbean in its ideology, right? Like I had a Caribbean household. My mom taught Caribbean values. My mom ruled her house as if she was still in her island, right? So I lived in America, but I had such a Caribbean upbringing. So like I feel like I never really got a real good American, I guess, upbringing in a way, right? So when you're in America here as a Black American, they don't see, oh, you Caribbean, oh, you African, oh, you this, you that. They just see Black, right? You are Black. That's it. You ain't nothing but Black when they see you, right? But then when I would go to the place where my mom was born, her country, and the way they talk to, because it's a Black nation, right? They look at you, and yes, especially if you are a descendant of, they were like, oh, you weren't born here, you're not this. Well, then what the fuck am I not? Am I not American? I'm not American when I live in America, born in America. And because I wasn't born here, but yet my family is from here, I'm not Caribbean. It's like, that is such a identity crisis. Like, and I don't really think that that's talked about, how Black people have such a identity crisis. Like, I have literally been talking to my therapist about this. We've been dissecting this for the last couple of months now. Just like really understanding like where I'm rooted in, whatever. I just thought it was such an interesting ass conversation because it reflected, okay, so I'm not the only person that's seeing this, that's seen it, that's going through it, right? Like I just thought that, and for her to be, somebody who was born in Jamaica, was raised in Jamaica, but she had a different upbringing as far as going to England and blah, blah, blah. She saw and could understand that identity crisis that Black Americans go through, right? We're here, but yet we're told that this is not a country. We have families usually that are, of course, immigrants or whatever. So we have like those immigrant ideologies and, those teachings. And so, but then when we go to the country that, our family is from, we're not looked at as part of their culture in a lot of ways. Cause it's just like, anyway, I just thought that was interesting. And number 3, right? She was talking again about culture. So I was having a conversation with a client about this, and we were talking about like when women like who was raised in Caribbean culture understands the culture, when we go to festivals and carnivals and clubs and whatever, and we see another woman dance around a man, we generally don't get jealous. We don't feel any type of way. Hell, like we be like, listen, let me go find me a little dance partner real quick, and then after that dance, it's done. It's you slide out. Like there is nothing more. It's just a dance. And so he was saying, oh, Cam Newton was like, oh, I wouldn't want my woman dancing on no man but me. And she's like, yeah, because you don't understand the culture. And I was telling my client this. He was saying the exact same thing. He was just like, I would never feel comfortable with my girl dancing on the man. I said, yeah, because you don't understand the culture. For Americans, you guys look at and not just Americans, people. I'm gonna just say, some people look at women as property, right? When in reality, you don't own anybody. And I think that's the difference in culture when it comes to Caribbean culture versus American culture is, especially women, we feel like we have ownership of our bodies. We have autonomy over our bodies. So the fact that you're telling me you can't dance with this person, baby, who the fuck is baby, it's a dance. Let me do my little 1 2 1 2 and slide back. Like it's not ever that serious. But again, right? That's people not understanding the culture, being hyper misogynistic, being patriarchal, like thinking that you own the rights to somebody's body because you're with them. No, baby, we don't own shit. But anywho, that's another thing. Those were just the 3 points that I thought was great in the interview.
Cam Newton. Cam Newton. I mean, Jesus. I mean, when I say exhausting behavior, absolutely. And in no way do I want to cancel a man or a black man and or cancel his bag, but when are they going to cancel the show? Because it just can't. This man going to say you need to cheat because you want to, not because somebody did it to you. Huh? No. And I'm tired of y'all ladies getting up on there and not laying into him like y'all should. If she cheat because you cheated, it's because you cheated and it's also because she wants to. That's as simple as that. Period. And then he gonna say he can find everything in a woman, beautiful in a woman, or something in a woman that can make him want to whatever. What makes you think that women don't feel the same way? And I'm gonna let you in on something, my straight heterosexual men. These women are more savage than y'all are. Sometimes when it comes to the cheating game, they more savage. So where you think you got one up on them, they already got two up on you.
Did you guys see the interview with Cam Newton and Spice, the reggae artist, the queen of dancehall? So he seemed like he was having a hard time understanding what her cheat for cheat, fuck for fuck meant. And just was like stumped by the fact that she was so blunt and raw about it. And I'm just like, I think men don't expect women to respond that way in real life. And he was just like, but you wouldn't cheat if he didn't cheat, so you're cheating just to get back. And she's just like, yeah, pretty much. If he cheat on me, I'm cheating on him. If he gives me loyalty, I'm going to be loyal to him. As soon as you break that loyalty, though, I'm no longer loyal to you, and I no longer want you, and I'm going to be replacing you, and I'm going to get rid of you and find somebody else. The simple math was simple enough, and Cam was just like, but no. And it's because he doesn't subscribe to that, and he feels like a woman should just kind of just take it and eat it. A lot of women are just not taking it and eat it, because guess what? Just like you can find a girl who likes you and wants your company, women can find a man who likes them and wants their company too. So the playing field can always be level. It just depends on the woman if she wants to go ahead and go that route or not. But who has time for tit for tat? But sometimes you gotta tat for the tit. If you issue the tit, you're gonna get the tat. It's just that your chest is gonna hurt a little bit more, because sometimes the men don't expect you to do anything back because you're so kind, you're so nice, you're so pleasant, you're so wonderful, and then boom. I'm not your bitch no more. Hello?
Watch out. Mrs. Spice got on an interview with Cam Newton, is it? And Spice said she have what? 2 boy toy. And she give them allowance. You know, and she break it down how it go and rare. After the interview, it's reported that men flood Spice inbox. You know what? So then basically I ask you, Mama Spice, I'm not joking I make about the boy toy there and allowance, cause if you're not joking, I am interested. Look at the commenter. The dog says, Spice, I just saw your interview on Camp Newton. Are you located in Atlanta? See, the next one, all of that. And the last part says, Spice, I would love to be your man. Next dog say, you wanna had more boyfriend? Hey, Spice, I'm free. Dog say, me bark like him want it. Brother, but this a man. Man say, here's a Spice to give out allowance. And if she take applications, then you, yeah. Now, for the joke aside, I thought the women were the gold diggers. I mean, I knock Spice what she say, whether it's truth or false, But them things that happen in our life, here, in our real life. And just like how we see women as gold diggers, or men see women as gold diggers, here's an example of men are also gold diggers. One of the things if you take from this, with money, you can do anything. Anything you want. So my brothers, sisters too, get to the money up. You hear that?
Now, Spice, whether you agreed with Spice or not, one thing is clear. This interview wasn't memorable because it was controversial. It was memorable because it made people think. So now I want to hear from you. Which moment hit you the hardest? Was it the conversation about double standards, the confidence that Spice showed, or the discussion about betrayal in relationships? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I really want to hear your perspective. Thank you for joining me.